And we are here with
BMF Productions.
And BMF Productions caught our eye because they make an amazing series of handcrafted masks. How long have you been making these masks?
I've been making them for roughly about 10 years.
What was the first mask that you made?
Well, the very first one I made was probably a Halo Master Chief. And I don't have any of those here today, but I started out, I found a pulse rifle from Aliens in a paper craft form. And I started making those over and over again. And then gradually I discovered a product or a computer program called Pepakura. And that takes a three-dimensional digital model, converts it into flat pieces that you can print out on cardstock, cut it out, hold it together, glue it, and it produces a physical three-dimensional paper model. And then from there, you cover it with fiberglass and Bondo and whatnot. And here's a picture of one in that process. And once it's all finished, it ends up looking like something like that.
That's incredible. What do these masks normally go for when you sell them off?
Generally, I sell the helmets for anywhere from $100 to $150, and then if they have lighting or extra electronics or what have you, they'll be upwards of $200.
That's awesome. How many masks do you think you've made over the years?
I probably made at least a dozen, probably more like 3 dozen at least.
Are you looking to get into mass production at some point?
I'm thinking about it, but I don't have the demand isn't there, and the materials that you use for mass production are kind of expensive. The resins and the different kinds of plastics and whatnot.
I'm sorry, it's because I'm go ahead and finish because I got another question there.
But basically, I find that when I produce one for a specific person, it's custom to how they want it, to the size of their head, and it just makes for a much more custom product that they value more so than something that's just mass produced.
That's true. Have you, so obviously you're using fiberglass resin and then body filler, a lot of stuff that's available at body shop supply places as far as it goes into it. Have you ever looked into like spraying the resin on, either through the inside or the outside, building up the coats?
The problem with that is when you spray it onto the paper, if you do it all at once, it makes the paper itself sag and warp, and the process of curing the fiberglass creates a lot of heat. So if you do the whole thing at once, it really distorts the paper, and you end up with a product that's almost not even able to be saved. But that's actually how I started. I didn't have the patience. I coated it with fiberglass before the outside was even dry. I coated the inside. I had set it down, and then it would just warp to almost, undescribable.
That's awesome. What projects do you have looking forward to in the future that you're excited about?
Well, I'm looking forward into adding more electronics into some of my things. I've got, in the works right now, I'm developing a dancing baby Groot.
A dancing baby Groot. Kind of like the old school. I remember when I was a kid, Katie Toy Stores used to have these dancing flowers that moved to the music too.
Exactly.
And I always thought it was ingenious if somebody did that with Groot.
Definitely. That's basically what I have in mind.
That's awesome. Anything else that you'd like to let people know? How to get a hold of you or contact you, things like that?
I can be contacted through Facebook. If you look up, unfortunately right now it's tied to my personal page, so it's Michael Flores in Oxnard, but I do have a Facebook page devoted strictly to just the products that I produce, and that's BMF Productions, and there's a link from both to each other, so they kind of intertwine.
Awesome, and a local gentleman at that too, based out of Oxnard.
Exactly correct.
Thank you very much, good sir.
You're welcome, thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Most definitely.